here we are in Launcher race number 2. This is going to be the new filming location as the cars will go faster. But here's last episode, Jackson Storm won. So here's our overall top 15. First is Jackson Storm. Second, Joe Myers, Interstate 290. Third, huge TSMC fan, SC737. We are 3-time champions of NASCAR. Shahir the End, Dale Jr. Piston Cup 8. Surgeon, Cruz Ramirez, Cars Enthusiast, Cars in Motion, Woody Studios, JRM, Najee's Amazing Cars in NASCAR, and Rex Rover Fan 80. So let's get to the first. Let's start off with the first group. All right. So first group we have Kirby Tanks and Gaming Productions being represented with JD McMiller, Joe Von Top being represented with Carson A. Stanley, MB the RPM fan being represented with Ryan Laney, and GN NASCAR 16 being represented with Rich Mixon. So on the count of 3, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Oh, it seems to be that GN NASCAR fan and MB the RPM fan will advance. So I'd like to let y'all know the reason, so this is the position of the cars in the race, what they got in the race. At the end, after I show everybody's spots, I will show the updated points. Anyways, so we have JRM being represented with Tim Trellis, Shahir the End being represented with Will Rush, Jonas Carver's being represented with Joel Myers, Interstate 290, and Jackson Storm, because if y'all saw last episode, you know why. Here we go, in 3, 2, 1. Just like last time, Joe Myers, Interstate 290, and Jackson Storm will advance. Alright, now we have Carson Motion being represented with Nick Shift, SC737, sorry about mispronouncing your name a lot last episode, being represented with No Go Check. We are 3-time champions of NASCAR being represented with Gogo Logano, and huge TSMC fan being represented with HJ Hollis. HJ got 3rd last race. Let's see if he can win again. Get a good spot. Here we go in 3, 2, 1. It seems to be that Noah and huge TSMC fan will advance. It's mainly due to that thing, it keeps bouncing them, so that's probably why. Alright, I now removed the thing that kept bouncing them. I always have MB the Aiken Axler fan being represented with Harvey Rodcap. Amadeus Clark Stevie being represented with Paul Conrad. Dale Jr. Piston Cup 8 being represented with Chase Racelot. And Rex Rover Fan 80 being represented with Cam Spinner. We're going 3, 2, 1. It seems to be that Harvey and Cam are advancing, as Harvey blocks Paul, which led Cam to run away for the win. Alright, so I when I said win for Cam, I meant advance. But yeah, if it wasn't for Paul blocking Chase probably would been ahead of it, gotten the spot ahead. But anyways, here we go with Woody Studios being represented George Newen, Thoughts on Pierre being represented with Conrad Camber, Bubba Wheelhouse being represented with Miles' Amazing Reviews, and Najee's Amazing Cars in NASCAR 73 being represented with Eric Breaker. Here we go in 3, 2, 1. Okay, so let's go over and see who is advancing. Okay, upon further inspection, I'm pretty sure Najee and Woody Studios are advancing. I might have to recheck the footage, but actually it could have been Najee and Milo probably tied, so I'm gonna have to real quick have a little bit of a tiebreaker. So it seems Milo and Najee actually tied, so here's the tiebreaker. Whoever wins this gets to advance. Najee gets to advance, as he... Actually, no, I think it's Milo who gets to advance. He finished further. But, I mean, to be fair, that cord was also in the way, so I'm gonna probably need to let Milo's Amazing Reviews advance. Alright, so now we have Cooper the Meme Maker. MB the four-wheel drive fan, Glenn McQueen fan, and Sheldon Shifter. They're now on the count of three. They will advance in 3, 2, 1. We'll start. I meant. It seems to be that Cooper and Javid will advance after Javin Zuni had a bad start last race. He is going to advance. All right, now we have Cars Enthusiasts. Goober Me, Chris Roman, Caroline Doyle, and Mayor Fanaway. Since it's just Cruz and William left, they will automatically advance. So on the count of 3, 3, 2, 1. Alright, so Cars Enthusiasts just completely drifted, so we're up to see who will advance. It seems to be that Barry and Spiky are advancing. Alright, so here will be all the cars for the next round. Alright, now we have Jacqueline Storm, Jonas Carvers, Joe Meyer J290, GN NASCAR fan, and MB the RPM fan. Starting off this group, starting off the next round. On the count of 3, 3, 2, 1, whoever wins, whichever two cars do the best will advance. 3, 2, 1, go. It seems to be that Jackson's obviously advancing, so we're gonna have to see who else will advance with him. So technically, MB the RPM fan and Jackson are advancing as they finished. They finished the fastest. Okay, now we have huge TSMC fan being represented with AJ Halls, SC737 being represented with Noah Belichick, Cam Spinner, who is representing Rex Reveler fan 80, and Harvey Broadcap. Alright, on the count of 3, here we go. 3, 2, 1. It seems to be that. Yeah, it seems that huge TSMC fan and SC737 are advancing. These two have always seemed to dominate. Okay, now we have George Newman, who is representing Woody Studios. Bubba Wheelhouse representing Miles Amazing Reviews. Cooper the Meme Maker represented with Dan Garcia, and Javid Hizuni being represented by Sheldon Shifter. Sheldon had a huge comeback last round after his horrible performance last week. So on the count of 3, we're going to see how he will perform in 3, 2, and 1. It seems to be that Cooper the Meme Maker and Javid are advancing as they finished the furthest Woody Studios just randomly stopped. So Javid and Cooper are advancing as they cross first. The curtain is the finish line as well, by the way. Alright, now we have Mater Fan 08 being represented by Barry DePedal. Cruz Ramirez just representing herself. Goober Me being represented with Spiky. And Sarah Chen being represented with William Byler. Whoever does this will advance to be with Javid and Dan. So here we go. 3, 2, 1. It seems to be that Mater Fan and Cruz advance because they got to the finish line closer. Well, meanwhile, Surgeon and Spiky did not. Alright, moving on. We have SC737. Huge TSMC fan. MB the RPM fan and Jackson Storm. Whoever wins this will move to the semifinals. 3, 2, 1. It seems to be a huge TSMC fan and Jackson Storm are advancing. Okay, now we have Cruz Ramirez, Mater Fan 08, Javid Zuni, and Cooper the Meme Maker. Whichever two do the best will join Jackson HJ for the semifinals. On a count of three, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so nobody got to the finish line, but Cooper and Javid will advance. Cruz blocked Mater fan, which resulted in him and Cruz both stopping. So, congratulations to Javid and Cooper. Alright, now moving on to the semifinals, we have Javid Izumi, Cooper the Meme Maker, huge TSMC fan, and Jackson Storm. Will Jackson be able to win 2 races in a row? Or will huge TSMC fan, Cooper the Meme Maker, or Javid Izumi put an end in? On the count of 3, 3, 2, 1, go! It seems to be Jackson and huge TSMC fan are advancing. Cooper and Javid had huge comebacks to this race, but their luck has seemed to run out. So, huge TSMC fan and Jackson. So, will Jackson get a second win, or will huge TSMC fan stop him? Because right now, huge TSMC fan has 28 points. So, if huge TSMC fan wins this, he will get 59 points. Well, let's see who will win in 3, 2, 1. Huge TSMC fan won, putting an end to Jackson and becoming the second winner of the event. Alright, here's this episode's top 3. Third, we have Cooper the Meme Maker. Second is Jackson Stormer. And first is huge TSMC fan. Now, here will be now I'll go over the points. First, we'll have to do the math for them. Alright, so I did not feel like doing all the math out of the points. I'll just put them in the pinned comment. But in last place, this race is last place went to Jump on Top. First place went to huge TSMC fan. All the weaker cars from last race seem to make comebacks. I will do the math on everybody's spots soon and put them in the pinned comment. Congratulations for a huge TSMC fan getting his first ever win for Team 68 Racing. Congratulations to everybody else for doing their best to win.